Hello everyone, this is Dennis from Eastcom Wireless, back again with yet another tech tip on getting the most out of your wireless technology. It's good to be back with you. Today, however, we're going to talk about a subject that's not quite so pleasant. What do you do if your Apple or Android smartphone or tablet are on the fritz? For example, it's slowed down to the point where it's almost unusable, or you've got apps that are freezing or forcing themselves closed, or the screen and buttons don't seem to be doing what they're supposed to. Well, you can do a few things. You can pick up the phone and wait for a technician for an hour. You can get in the car and waste a bunch of gas and time trying to find a store that's got a technical person on staff, or you can go online and trust information from user forums, from sources that may or may not be credible. Or you can do two simple things that I'm going to venture to say 90 to 95% of the time are going to get you up and running with no risk to your data or your device. And you can take pride in the fact that you did it on your own. The first thing this is going to be a quick video because these are really simple things. The first thing you're going to want to do is a soft reset on your device. The second thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your system and application software are all up to date. What is a soft reset? Let's talk about the difference first between a soft reset and a hard reset. A soft reset is an abrupt shutdown in a special manner that forces the device upon reboot to do a much more thorough system, software, and hardware check on itself. It does a lot of resets that in the process make a lot of the glitches people see just simply disappear. A hard reset is wiping the device. You get rid of the operating system, all the user data, and when you turn it back on again, it's as if the device were never used. It's like it was first unboxed. That definitely gets rid of your problems most of the time, but it also makes you hope that all of your recovery procedures are going to get your data back. It's really the last thing you want to try. It's time consuming and it's labor intensive, so definitely you want to try the soft boot first. How do you do a soft boot? Well, with a device like this smartphone, all you're going to want to do is pull the power. You take the phone, you take the battery out. While the battery is removed, hold the button down for the power button down for about 60 seconds. Put the battery back in, reboot the device, and hopefully all the problems that you saw are gone. With tablet devices and iPhones, it's a little bit different because you can't pull the battery. They're soldered into the device, and there's disclaimers everywhere that say that if you disassemble the device for any reasons, you voided the warranty. So the way you do the soft reset on those devices is with a sequence of button presses. You're going to hold certain buttons, tap others to put the device into a soft reset mode. Now I'm going to stop here and say something that is really, really important. If those button presses that we discussed, there's several different sequences that are used for different things. Servicing the device, restoring the device, and simply resetting the device. If you use the wrong sequence, you do risk compromising your data or even bricking your device, which means making it a doorstop and unusable. So although the procedures are really, really easy, you just want to do your homework. When you get a device, find out how to do a soft reset on it before you ever have a problem. And that'll take all the fear out of it for you. So I'll just give you an example. For instance, this is a Motorola Zoom running Android 4.0. The way you do a soft reset on this device is to simply hold the power button or the volume button up and tap the power button on the back. Apple devices, I gotta give it to them. They made it kind of simple. It's the same on all Apple devices, whether you have an iPod, an iPhone, or an iPad. You simply hold down the home button and the power button until the system reboots. You're going to see the little slide lock come up that says swipe to turn off, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep holding the two buttons down until you see the screen go black, and then the white Apple logo will come back up again, and then you can rest assured that the device has been reset. However, like I said before, there's still risk. Even though the button press is the same for all Apple devices, it's still a bit risky. I'm going to give you a little information that a lot of tech people probably don't even know. A lot of electronic store associates don't even know. I just found it out recently, and I've been doing this for too long. Basically, if you need to do a soft reset on a Apple device, make sure that the device isn't trying to perform some process. In other words, look in the upper left-hand corner and make sure you don't see that little swirl, that little spinning icon that shows you that the device is trying to do something. If at all possible, wait until that goes away before you do any kind of a reset, because I just found out that you can corrupt the data or risk breaking your device, even on a foolproof Apple device. It's still possible. So basically, let's talk about how to do it. How to do the second thing on our list here, which is making sure that your system software is up to date. With Android devices, whether it be smartphones or tablets, it's the same. One of the nice things. I'm going to zoom my camera in so that you can see what I'm doing here. On an Android device, at the very bottom right, you're going to see the clock. A lot of you may know this already, but a lot of you may not, so I'm just going to go through the motions as if you don't. If you hit the clock twice, you're going to see the status of your device come up. And at the bottom, you're going to see the settings button. So you hit that. And on the left side of the screen, you're going to see a full menu of anything that could possibly be manipulated on your device. If you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see a heading that says About Device. Hit About Device. On the left are all the things related to your device's status, information on software and hardware, and at the top you'll see an icon or a heading that says System Updates. If you hit System Updates, you're going to see the status of the software, of the Android system software itself. You'll see that in this case it says that my software is up to date. You'll see the last date it was checked, and on the lower right you'll see an option to check manually for a system update. Let's just hit that for kicks. If there were one, it would actually tell me, and I would simply install that update and reboot the system, and it would be completely up to date. It's as simple as that on any Android device, whether you have a smartphone or a tablet. Let's go over to an Apple device. This, as I said, is an Apple iPad. Let's slide to the left here and get to my settings menu. For an Apple device, all you're going to do is hit Settings, which is right there. And on the left, just like with the Android device, you're going to see anything you could possibly manipulate on your iPad. Slide to the right, and you're going to see Software Update. If you hit this, hit Software Update on your iPad. Let's see, let's get those. Let's go back. You're going to see, it's going to check to see whether you have an upgrade available for your device, which it's doing right now. We'll let that finish. It tells me that my software is up to date and that I'm running iOS 5.1.1. If there was an update available, I would take it. And it's as simple as that. Like I said, that's one of the nice things. It's as simple as that on virtually any Apple device. You may find some of those system settings in different spots, but it's going to be a similar process on any device you own. On this second note, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. If you do that, if you make sure that your system software and your application software is always up to date, you may never have a need to watch this video, because a lot of the problems that come up are because people didn't take the few minutes to accept the updates that were offered by by Google, Android, and by Apple. What they're doing when the operating system and the software programs offer an update is they're addressing bug fixes, compatibility issues. They're giving you feature and user enhancements that, if you don't take them, end up in the glitches that people see. So I'm going to recommend that if you see your operating system offer an update, or one of your apps offer an update, take them. By all means, take them. Anyway, that's pretty much it on how to recover a device that you think is malfunctioning. You don't have to waste any money or any time. You can usually do it yourself in, I would say, under 10 minutes. And I'd like to thank you for watching another Tech Tip video from EastComm Wireless. We really do appreciate you watching. If there's any tech tips that you would like If there's anything that you would like to know how to do, please feel free to let us know in the comments below, on our Facebook page, via Twitter. We'd like you also to let you know that you can visit any one of our stores in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, Doylestown, Langhorne, New Hope, or Newtown. We'd be happy to see you and show you how to do anything you need to know firsthand. And have a great day, and we will see you next time.